One guy who we haven't mentioned here yet today has been the 94 of Chuck Johnson, and we talked about him the other week at Chicago of how he had a really ill-handling race car, but in that iRacing.com Motorsport Simulation Chevrolet, he has been pretty content up there in the pack. I haven't really seen him up towards the front, but he really hasn't been in trouble. He's just been running a really consistent race, and although I don't think that car has what it needs to win the race, you know, I think they're going to have a solid finish, especially with all the attrition that's going to happen. The second thing about this car that I find interesting is that they're running in the NASCAR Racing 2003 simulation, and yet they have iRacing.com on the hood of that. It's a little bit of a contradiction in itself. It's sort of like saying, well, I'm a Yankees fan, I'm going to go and root on the Boston Red Sox for a little while.
Well, I think a lot of us in the sim race community are eager to see what iRacing releases. If it is a top-notch simulation, we expect it to be, and if it is as well done as Papyrus has done in the past, I have a tendency to believe that all will be forgiven with iRacing, and First has changed the name to iRacing. I have a tendency to believe that all will be forgiven, and the sim racers will flock to the brand new iRacing game. And by the way, we mentioned the kiss of death earlier, that I may have contracted it. I sent an email to Brian Zeberger earlier on this week. Wasn't sure if it was going to work. I sent it to him, I believe, yesterday, with an attachment. That attachment was the kiss of death virus. Doesn't affect your computer. Does nothing to the computer. As a matter of fact, can't even tell it's an attachment. But what it does is it infects you with the kiss of death, and it looks like it may have worked. Sean Hurst out of tonight's race. Gearbox problems for Hurst.
And it's so easy to do here on the restarts because you're going from first gear all the way up to fourth. Just to put a period on Chuck Johnson, that paint scheme may look a little bit strange. It may look like it changes in your computer screen. You may be thinking, it's got to be just me. I got to be taking some more medications for this. That car is actually chrome illusion, and I've seen this a few times before, but I've never seen it on a Sim 500 car before. If you look closely as the camera angle pans, you can see the colors change from red to white to blue. The number 94 of Chuck Johnson, that iRacing sponsorship on the hood is, you know, fine. That doesn't change at all. But the side of that car, as the camera pans around, the red changes to white, changes to blue. I love the way that it looks on some of these cars if they do it right, and a patriotic paint scheme with iRacing's colors on that number 94 of Chuck Johnson.
Yeah, and of course you were talking about the swoop in front of the green section on that machine. That's